With enough good lawyers in the world, it could be proven that everything that happens is somebody else's fault, the result being that no one would be responsible for anything. Okay, here's the target for the financial wizards on YouTube to take shots at. It's a way to get the United States economy back on track by taking a couple of very simple steps. The first step would be a unilateral declaration by the government that all the debt it owes to anyone is henceforth null and void. Cancelled. That would certainly shake things up, wouldn't it? True, it would make some people very unhappy. Some world governments might even want to seize American assets located on their soil. That would have to be dealt with on a case-by-case basis. But the fact is, the United States military is still the most powerful on the planet, so, as mentioned previously, it would shake things up. But of course, in time, everyone would get over it. Just look at how friendly the world is with the Germans, the Japanese, and the Italians. You remember what they did, right? Any trouble would be well worth it. The United States would no longer owe trillions of dollars to overseas and domestic entities, and would thus reduce expenditures by the hundreds of billions of dollars currently being paid out annually in interest, an amount that constitutes about 14% of the annual budget. Money that incidentally comes right out of your pocket. Hey, if individuals and companies can declare bankruptcy, why can't the good old US of A write off a little debt? Now, in an equally radical maneuver, the government concurrently would purpose to forever confine its spending, limiting it in any given year, preferably by constitutional amendment, to no more than is collected by revenues. Strictly cash and carry, pay as you go. No more credit, no more debt, moving into the future. This would prove a little easier to do than you might expect, aided as it would be by the elimination of the enormous interest payments mentioned earlier. The changes brought about by this radical shift in policy would require some adjustments and getting used to by, well, just about everybody, but in the end, America and other individuals and nations the globe over would benefit from observing as the most powerful government in the world set a positive example of living within its means. Simplistic? Perhaps. But is it just me, or does it seem to anyone else that those monetary mavens in Washington and elsewhere don't seem to be doing such a great job of sorting out the fiscal bollocks they've gotten us into with all of their complex and clever machinations? So, why not try the simple? It's a matter of taking proactive steps to address inevitable financial disaster. Could the results be any worse than those looming ahead for us as we continue to follow our current path? The Victor Max out.